When you were a child, you used to lay in bed and have a fear that there was something in the closet, that there was some monster under your bed, or perhaps the shadows that were coming outside of your window were actually coming to get you. These fears were unrealistic, but they were real in your mind because you were a child. But as you matured, you began to see and realize that it was just your imagination. And in your mind are things that the worst situations, the worst scenarios were always going to come true. But if the mind is that powerful, you have to be able to turn and use it for your own good.
I think about controlling my own mind. Sure, we are physical beings, but we are our minds. What I do know is this: your mind, the thing that is listening and comprehending these words right now, that is you. And you can control it. You are the machine, and you can control it. People ask me, how do I get tougher? Be tougher. How can I wake up early in the morning? Wake up early. How can I work out consistently every day? Work out consistently every day.
See, wherever we have stopped in our dream, we stopped at a place called willingness. Anybody that's fallen short of their goals, they ran into something that they were not willing to handle. Because in order to reach your dream, in order to make things happen, there must be a willingness to do what is required.
Life is not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to what happens to you. When life hits you, blow after blow, blow after blow, when you leave here and it's like, man, this is the greatest time of my life, and then you go through a season of hurt, you go through a season of pain, how are you gonna respond? The people that I know that live a legendary life, create legendary things, and actually live in greatness, they already know how they're gonna respond whenever it shows up.
I think we live in a world where there's a lot of injustice, where we don't all start from the same place. I think what you should be focused on is what you can do for your life. Your circumstance is your circumstance. I've always believed that my disadvantages are my superpowers.
Begin to believe that somehow, some way, that the monster that is on the bed is bigger than the monster under the bed. You are becoming a beast, but it takes going through trials and tribulations. It takes going into battle and entering the arena of life and realizing that you are not a victim, you are a victor. But the only way you get a victory is to engage. Stop being afraid of what's in the closet or what might come out about your life or mistakes you've made that someone might expose about you. Embrace the fact that you are not perfect. You've made mistakes, but those mistakes have not become your character. Those mistakes have helped you fortify your character.
People have talent. People have a lot of talent. And this is going beyond your talent. So when there's no more talent, what happens to you? Most people quit. People only go to their talent level. And once your talent level is gone, it becomes a mental game. That the whole mental game sets in then. And most people can only perform to their talent. Why is this my big hurdle? It's because you're performing to your talent.
The journey to success, or in really any endeavor, can be a very painful journey. And you can feel very alone. And it's designed that way. I'm getting all this rejection and negative feedback from people. I've got haters. That's the road you're on. Those are the signs you're on the road less traveled. Those are the signs you're on the path that most people aren't going to be on. That you're going to a place most people aren't going to go in their lives. And so what comes with deciding to be great, deciding to do something awesome with your life, is all of those things.
What am I willing to do with my energy, my time, and my knowledge to produce the results? That's the bottom line. What are you willing to do? And what most people don't realize is they don't give up on their goals because it becomes insurmountable or it's impossible. Is that they just looked at what they wanted and they just decided within themselves, consciously or unconsciously, I'm not willing to produce this result. It's the bottom line. Because the only thing that counts in life are results, not reasons of why you didn't do it, but results. That's the only thing that counts.
You have control over your mind. You just have to assert it. You have to decide that you are going to be in control, that you are going to do what you want to do. Weakness doesn't get a vote. Laziness doesn't get a vote. Sadness doesn't get a vote. Frustration doesn't get a vote. Negativity doesn't get a vote. Your temper doesn't get a vote. So next time you are feeling weak or lazy or soft or emotional, tell those feelings they don't get a vote.
You are becoming more than you ever imagined. You're a better person than people understood you to be because of what you've been through. But what you've been through allows you to be an expert to a whole lot of other people. You can now speak to people in confidence and tell them that just as you made it through, so can they. Because you have learned and matured that the imagination begins with an image. And if you can make an image of yourself, if you can believe about yourself that there's something great in you, then you can become that. It starts with an image. Look in the mirror and confidently say to yourself, I am more than I ever thought. I am stronger than they know. I am more powerful than I ever believed. I am capable of doing things that no one has seen me do before. I am much more than anyone has ever spoken over my life, including myself, and I'm about to dream even bigger.